Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing my 2026 TBR. Now later in either January or February, you guys are going to get a 2026 physical TBR. This video and that video are not the same. These videos are like this video is like my priority for 2026. That is just literally my actual physical TBR. So books that are on this shelf you guys might see in that video, you will see what I'm talking about when that video comes. Yes. But today we're just gonna go through my 2026 TBR. These are books that I really want to read in the year of 2026. Some of these have been sitting on my TBR since 2024. It's not cute over here. Please excuse my voice if I sound stuffy. I'm getting over a cold. And my lip is purple. Don't know what to do about that one, Chief. So it's what you guys want to come see. But last week I went to TV because I am an aspiring actor, and I was there and I didn't have water. And I was going to home. So I was literally right right? And I didn't have water because I said there was not water like there was, but we were able to go and water was so we could buy it. I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to buy it. So I was starting off my tea with a start, and my body is really used to water, and my lips are hydration. So with me being lips constantly and not drinking water, my lips actually like they're cracked. Like normally normal people's does like this crack is like red. No, mine's cracked in the corners and like in the front of my lip, and like very small spots like in the corners, and the middle. For a lot of the whole bottom is cracked, and the top is right here and over here. So every other part of the lip is healed. That you can see, but this is like one of the stings. Everything. This is the most. So the actual cracks are gone, and that is the stings, and the purple is covering from the cracks of the lip. So I'm just going to that's my lip. And it was a shocker. I did not know that my lip was purple, so she pointed it out. So yeah, it's been getting on my nerves too. So first book is Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is Emily Henry's book. So this, I'm pretty sure this is her most popular book, and I actually want to read this back in 2024. Now, did I read in 2024? Obviously not, because it's on this TBR, right? But it was an aspiring dream of mine to read this in 2024. Did not get to it in 2024 though, so don't judge me. This I really want to read in the summer because I'm very much a mood reader and very much like a reader on the seasons. I read Funny Story by Emily Henry. I did not really like it. I guess it's just mainly because I had expectations going into the book, and the book did not meet the expectations I made up in my mind based off of hearing the synopsis. Because I had her, because you guys know I like going books blind, so I have no expectations, because I realized when I do have expectations, I don't like end up liking the book because there's nothing like similar to what I thought was gonna happen. Right now, the only reason I had expectations and I didn't go into this book into Funny Story blind was because I had heard the synopsis so many times, because this book was actually really trending a lot in 2025. So with that being said, I had expectations going into the book thinking this was gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and none of it happened, and I kind of just ended up not liking Funny Story. So that's kind of why I have not written Emily Henry off as an author in the year of 2025, because I was kind of just like, girl, you kind of set yourself up for failure. You kind of had expectations that nobody told you were going to be there, and you got disappointed when your expectation that you imagined in your mind did not come true. So that's kind of my fault. But I did not want to write Emily Henry off as a writer forever, because no, everybody loves her books, and that's kind of my fault for expecting something of her that nobody on BookTok, mind you, I was expecting this, that, and the third, and everybody on BookTok was like, oh yeah, the opposite of that happens. And I literally still kept expecting for those things to happen. I was just like, girl, you kind of set yourself up for the failure. For the failure of your expectations. So with that being said, I do want to read this in the summer because your girl is a seasonal reader. Another book is The Wicked King by Holly Black. I read The Cruel Prince in 2025. Guys, The Cruel Prince is so misunderstood. Like, it's popular for being a romance. It is not a romance, guys. Okay, so The Cruel Prince is actually a fantasy book, right? Fantasy throughout, and the romance does not enter the picture until right here. It is purposeful because the book is not supposed to be about romance. The entire plot of the Cruel Prince trilogy, or the Folk of Air series, the entire point of the Folk of Air series is not to focus solely on the romance. Now sure, the romance is an exciting subplot that we get throughout all the books, as what I've been told, and also what I read in the first book, but it is mainly focused on the politics and the actual fantasy and the world building of the books. So when you go into a Cruel Prince, do not expect to go in there with romance. Now, thankfully, somebody told me this before going in there, so I knew what to expect. And I usually don't like books that don't have romance, but I went into this one and I actually really enjoyed The Cruel Prince. I just feel like it was lacking something, not the romance. I just felt like the story itself was lacking something, or an element that I would have enjoyed to see in the book. And with that being said, I did not rate it 4 stars. I rated it 3 stars. And 3 stars in my eyes is actually still a pretty good book. Very rarely do I ever rate books 4 or 5 stars. Most of the times I end up in the 3-star ranking, which I consider to be a good book. Like, people always assume like, oh, 3-star, it was not a good book. No, a 3-star could be a good book. I feel like 4 stars, like, wow, you like met my expectations, and 5 stars, like, this book is perfect and I would not want to change a single thing about it. Right? 3 stars kind of just like, oh, I enjoyed myself, I had fun, and yeah, I would recommend this. But yes, The Cruel Prince was really good. So I have not continued it, and I really want to continue with The Wicked King. I've seen people read The Wicked King in the year of 2025, and I was just like, okay, people love The Wicked King more than they love The Cruel Prince. And if The Cruel Prince was good, then The Wicked King must be even better. So next up is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Now, in 2025, I did a reading vlog on the Hunger Games, and I loved the Hunger Games so much. It was so good. I almost shed a tear. Almost. I almost shed a tear. It was that good. And I have not watched the first movie. I told myself I wanted to at least watch the second movie, because sometimes with movies that like the books are, because I don't know if this came out like before the movies, right? So just in case, because you know, sometimes when you watch a movie, it will sometimes spoil a few things from the second book. So I was like, I want to at least read the second book before going into, you know, the Hunger Games movie. And then I'm going to do the same thing where I read Mockingjay and then I watch the Catching Fire movie. I have a process. Trust the friggin' process, okay? But I actually really want to read this. Of course, there's going to be a reading vlog for it. So just stay tuned and be excited like a normal human being. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Once again, not writing Emily Henry off for this year. This is another book that I really want to read in summer. Now, I got the cover with the Netflix sticker, but I got it before the people were on the cover. Yes, and I am going to read this before I watch the movie, because I also want to watch the movie in the summer, because it's literally it's a book about vacation. It's a movie about vacation. So yes, I have no clue what to expect from the movie or from the book, but I'm hoping that I enjoy both of them, and I'm hoping that I enjoy the book more. But people say that it is one of those books where you enjoy the movie more. Or was it The Housemaid? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. So many books, so many like book adaptations have come out so recently, so close together. I don't know anymore. I cannot keep track. You want me to keep track? How about you keep track? Finding Her Edge is on Netflix. It's about figure skaters. Yeah, and this is by Jennifer Acapelli. Amazon sent me the worst cover they had in stock, as you can tell. It's okay. We only care about the front and the inside. And of course the spine, because this is the part that gets displayed, so. Okay, next book is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Guys, I've said this in a lot of my videos recently, but every single time I read a Lynn Painter YA book, I have not dabbled in her adult books yet. I want to, but every time I read a Lynn Painter YA book, phenomenal. I've never disliked a Lynn Painter book. From what I can tell and from what I've read, I've never disliked a Lynn Painter book, and I really want to continue on this Lynn Painter route. Now I am waiting until next month, because this is supposed to take place during Valentine's Day, and next month is February, and if I like February, Valentine's Day, you get my drift, right? So this is, I think, one of her thinner books, on the thinner side. It's really just like a sit. There's only like 200 something pages, but it's really the same day over and over again. I don't know what that's all I know. That's all I know. But I don't know anything else except for the fact that it's the same day over and over again. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it's gonna work, and it's Valentine's Day. I'm excited to read this. I really want to just dive deeper into Lynn Painter's writing, so I'm really excited. Now, pardon this interruption with a quick advertisement from myself here. This book right here, The Run Royal, should be on your 2026 TBR because I wrote it. Yes, I am a teenage author. The Run Royal is available on Amazon, and you guys can also check my Depop. And you also can get it on Etsy for signed copies on both the Depop and the Etsy. You have to pay shipping on Depop and Etsy though, so pick your friggin' poison. This is about Amira, who is like this really stern girl who lives well off, and she finds out she's part of the royal family. And when she arrives at the castle, there's also this other girl who's apparently related to her, who is very bubbly and loves pink, and your girl's poor. But they also find out that the guards, the nurses, like all the people that work in the castle to serve them are actually against them and they want them dead. Like, ugh, like that. Yeah. So these two kind of have to team up, like the opposites have to team up, and they basically have to like work together to not die in the castle. This video I already know is going to be long, so I'm shortening the synopsis because I'm trying to take pity on myself who has to edit this video later. And freaking get me started. This video was 40 minutes long when I started editing. I don't even know how long it's going to be. I'm still editing. Oh my gosh. And I don't like editing very long videos. And I already knew this was going to be long. Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. Now, like I said, catching fires on the TBR, so why not Mockingjay? Right, I do want to finish the official trilogy, like, of the Hunger Games. I know there's more books, but this is, like, the final in the actual trilogy. It's kind of like the Inheritance Games in a way, where there's a trilogy, and there's, like, more books after that are in the same series, but you can stop after the third book, because after that, it's, like, extra information, other characters, not the world, but other characters, and it's like different timeline, something of the sorts. So this is the last one in the actual full trilogy, and yes, this is still Katniss Everdeen's book, and I think after this one, it's not Katniss anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's why I said it's the end of the official trilogy. Now, I'm excited to read this one. Once again, there will be a reading vlog on this one, just like the Hunger Games video that I did. So I'm really excited to get into this, and let me know what you guys think about the entire Hunger Games in the comments, because Gothicana by Runix. This is a dark academia book. I really want to get into dark academia books. Your girl used to be a dark academia girly herself, and also there's some really pretty art in here. The chapter pages, it's so pretty. I have no clue what this is about. This has actually been on my TBR since 2024, like when I first joined Book Talk and BookTube and all this stuff, right? But your girl like never read it, and I just bought it like last month. So if it's not what I think it is, like if it's like, because recently people have been saying like, back when I first joined Book Talk, people were like, this is a dark academia book, okay? And I was just like, okay, it's kind of giving dark romance, but people were like, no, it's dark academia. But this year, like literally the second after I bought it, people were like, oh yeah, this is dark romance. So if it is dark romance, which I don't like dark romance, it is gonna go on my Depop shop. But you can't blame a girl for trying, okay? I just want to dabble myself into dark academia. If you have any recommendations, you can leave them in the comments. There was one book that I bought that was dark academia, but it was also historical fiction. Your girl doesn't like historical fiction. Yes. And I feel like that's why I didn't really like the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because it's historical fiction. But I'm gonna give Daisy Jones and the Six a chance, okay? And I also think that one's historical fiction. I don't know. But yeah, just leave me your dark academia recommendations in the comments, because I want to get into that genre. Next one, my friend actually recommended to me, and this will be featured in the video, and this book is Jane Eyre. I recently been getting into classics. I kind of like the feel. I finished Romeo and Juliet literally today. I love Little Women. Little Women is one of the easiest classics I've ever read in my life, because a lot of the classics are like so difficult to read, understand, and decipher. Little Women was so smooth sailing and basic, not basic as in like the story's basic, but I was able to understand what I was reading, you know? So yes, my friend was like, please read Jane Eyre. This book is like 600 to 700 pages. And I was like, okay. She was like, listen to the audiobook for like the first few chapters because it starts off slow. I was like, okay, cool. I go to Spotify because I just got my subscription renewed, right? Not renewed, but like, you know, at the beginning of every month you get your new hours for Spotify. Why is the audiobook like 24 hours long? She must think I have an entire day to sit here. So I'm pretty scared to go into this, but she says this is her favorite book of all time, her favorite classic of all time, and she really wants me to read it, so I will jump into it because she made it sound so good. She said there's like a lot of action in this, so I'm excited. Nothing like the movies by Lynn Painter. I read Better Than the Movies Thanksgiving of 2024, and I absolutely loved it. I literally read the first 2 chapters of this, right, because it came in like the back of the book. Guys, and I literally was like, okay, I need to get it immediately, and I never got it because it was only available in hardcover. You guys know I cannot stand having the paperback and then having the hardcover. I actually don't like hardcovers, period, but if it's a series, your girl usually waits for the paperback to come out. The paperback didn't come out till like mid of last year, and I didn't realize until like 2 months ago. So I bought it 2 months ago, and I guess it's a good thing because when things just come out, especially paperbacks, they're usually priced really high, and I got this for like $10 and it was on sale. And the usual price according to Amazon was $17, but it was on sale, so your girl got it for cheaper. Yeah, I'm excited because I really want to see Liz West again. Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody. This book I heard is YA, and I'm gonna hope it's YA. I'm a YA girly at heart, to be honest. I'm a YA girly at heart, right? So I'm really hoping this is YA. If it's not, I'm gonna be devastated, but oh well. Oh well. You can never really tell anymore with the freaking covers. You can't tell anymore. But I don't know anything about this, so I don't know anything about any of these. I just like romance. I like YA books. And I like sports romance. I like hockey romance. Okay, next book is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. You guys have already seen like 27 other Hunger Games books. I know. Don't kill me. Don't hurt me. But I really want to read this. Especially since like back in 2024. I know I keep referencing 2024. I got into I went to the Jingle Ball. It was like Olivia Rodrigo. It was Sabrina Carpenter. It was Jelly Roll. I don't listen to Jelly Roll. But it was a lot of famous popular artists. Either 2023 or 2024. I don't remember. It was a while ago, chat. But Olivia Rodrigo, this is back when this movie just came out. And the soundtrack for the movie just came out. And Olivia Rodrigo sung You Cannot, wow, so You Can't Catch Me Now. And I fell in love with the song. And I was there with my mom, and she was like, you read the Hunger Games? And I was just like, she was like, do you read or watch Hunger Games? I was just like, no, but I love this song. She was like, okay, pop off, I guess. But I am now reading the Hunger Games, and I get the hype. I get why there are so many books and so many movies. I've only read the first book, and it's so good. Yes, queen. Yes. That my friend recommended to me, and she was like, can you do a read vlog on it? And I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't get around to it in 2025. So we're getting around to it in 2026, okay? And it is This Roman Kingdom by 𝘰𝘱𝘯𝘯. Guys, once again, I have no clue what this is about. No clue. But I did, and I am still currently reading the Shadow Me series, and I absolutely love the Shadow Me series. It's by the same author, 𝘰𝘱𝘯𝘯. She's an amazing, talented, funny author. Oh my gosh. And I love her book so much. So yes, I will be reading this. You bet your fortune cookie. We have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I really don't have a choice. This is our book club book pick of the month. Now, speaking of which, I have a fable. You guys should probably go join it. Every month we choose 2 books. We read one book for half the month and another book for the other half of the month. We're currently on our second half of the month of January, and we read When in Rome by Sarah Adams for the first half of the month, and the second half of the month you guys want to read one Out on a Limb. So that's what we're currently doing. We're reading Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. Now, that was a lot to say. I know, I have the indie version. I am going to buy the traditionally published for the sake of the book club, because I want to read what everybody else is reading, and after that I'm going to reread the indie published so I can read the differences. But the only reason I'm reading the traditionally published is because that's what the rest of the book club is reading, and I don't want to like be reading like some extra secret chapters that were removed. I'm like, hey guys, so such and such happened, and they're just like, huh? I just finished chapter 25. What are you talking about? This didn't happen. Talking about. So yes, I do want to read the same copy that everybody is reading because it would make more sense. But with that being said, I am so excited to read this. You guys have been wanting to read this for a minute, since 2024. And I have my hands on the indie copy, so that's really fun. Look at it's stunning. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay, next up, Listening 10 by Chloe Walsh. I'm actually currently reading this. My bookmark is in here. I forgot how much I missed this world, and this hopefully because if I do finish it this month, you guys have to hear the story one more time to hear the lore. But if you're new here, I'm gonna give you the lore real quick. I read Binding 13, absolutely loved it. I read Camping 13, I did not like it. I skipped to Releasing 10 because I did not want that book to be spoiled for me, because BookTok has no decency. And it also took place before Binding 13, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything for myself either. So I read Releasing 10. I went back, read Taming 7, despise Taming 7. How do I not like you in your own book? I actually have an entire video where I rant about all the books that I had read at the time. I'm gonna do another one where I specifically talk about saving and releasing and redeeming 6, because those are not included in the video because at the time I had not read those. Read these, whatever. So I will be making a separate video ranting about those two books, like these two books specifically. But on that note, I have an entire like video on why I despise Taming 7. Literally, it had nothing to do with, well, it did, but it didn't. And it was just the characters did not seem like the characters. Like there was like things that were happening in Taming 7, and then you look at Binding 13 or you look at Releasing 10 and you're just like, are these the same characters? Because they did not seem the same. And someone like Claire was lucky getting on my nerves in her own book, in her book, and in the other books, yes, like she was chill. In her own book, I was just like, get me out of this girl's head. But like I said, I absolutely hated Taming 7. I spun back again because I read, I skipped, spun back, but still skipped and I had to spin back. I read Saving 6. Saving 6 was absurd, and now I'm reading Redeeming 6. That is a lot of lore. That's a lot of lore. It just keeps going. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. Thankfully, when I finish this, when I do my final wrap up, and this book is in the final wrap up of that month, I will never tell that story of lore ever again. Crown Tide by Alex Astor. It just keeps going. The series just doesn't end. Just doesn't end. Guys, we had Light Lark. I read Light Lark. Light Lark was beautiful. It was such a good book. Okay. I read, what is it? Nightbane. Nightbane was the bane of my existence. I hated that freaking book with a passion. Okay. Then what was it? Skyshade? Skyshade was good. We could have ended it at Skyshade, but no, we have to continue the freaking series. This book right here better be good. It better be good, because I spent $20 on this hardcover copy. It better be good, or I'm getting my lawyers on all of you. You guys are liars. I was told this was a trilogy. It is a full-blown freaking saga series. It's YA. It's not even freaking YA anymore. It's not even YA. I'm sorry. I'm like demon crashing out right now. Valley Hazelwood, another book that I'm currently reading. My bookmark is lost. It's right here. I'm currently reading Mate. This is just a book that's on my actual January TBR. So obviously I was like, okay, well, why not put it up here? There's another book that's on my January TBR that's not in this list because it's not one of my priorities. But yeah, Valley Hazelwood was the author that got me into reading. So obviously like her books are going to be on my top priority for 2026 because 2025 was not my best year. Next, there's only 3 more books after this one. Summer in the City by Alex Astor. So this book is actually signed and personalized because I'm special. For Maddie. Yeah. So I'm actually really excited to read this one because this one is just her plain romance, no fantasy. I'm a sucker for plain romance, and something about the cover gives me 2024. Is Define Me by Tahira Mafi. This Define Me by Tahira Mafi. This book is book freaking 237. I'm actually really excited. Apparently I had to rank this because I did not. The bookmark just in the front. So we're gonna take you out because I might need you later. I'm actually really excited about this one. I wanted this in color, but it was $30 to get it in color. Let that sink in. This is Young Apostles by Anna Miriam Brown. This is like a picture novel, but it's YA, right? So it's like actual writing, but then there's like a drawing, like there's art. I don't know if it's in every page. Is it? I think it is. Oh my gosh, guys, it's on every page. I thought it was every other page. It's on every single, like you can see a visual, right? With that being said, I'm really excited to read this because you guys know that especially like specifically in 2025, I've been on my journey with Christ. I've got 4 Bibles over here. Thankfully right now we don't need to get a 5th one. The only reason I got my 4th one is because this one it was too full. This one I've had since I was a baby. Not a baby, but since I was 5. My siblings were 3. By the way, so they got to my Bible. Yeah. I have another one right here. I'm a KJV girl. I accidentally bought a Bible that was in KJV, and I was studying it for a long time. I was like, these verses don't sound the same as they used to. Girl, because you're reading the wrong version. So this is my new one. A new one, this KJV, and I love it. I'm excited to read this though. And the last book, the final book. I'm so excited to say this. But sometimes it's kind of just like, dang girl, it just never stops. Oro by Alex Astor. I'm actually currently reading this one as well. I just started it, so that's why it's so like, actually I started it 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Goes to show you how much I'm really enjoying, huh? Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Once again, join the Family Book Club, and I also have a TikTok and an Instagram you guys should go follow to keep up with updates on my precious book right here. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff upcoming, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to talk about that kind of stuff and do this kind of stuff with you guys. So yes, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and notifications so you guys never ever miss a video, and leave a comment down below if you guys have read any of these books and which ones you do and don't recommend, so I know which ones to cross off my TBR and which one to keep on my TBR. Yes, love you so much. Kisses, mwah, many hugs, and goodbye.